Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon to everyone watching. And welcome to another match in SMOL Cup's group stage. Today we're gonna have Nothing Ever Happens versus Angry Thugs, Seed 1 versus Seed 20, which is, well, an interesting match. I wouldn't say this would be obviously a super one-sided match. After seeing yesterday, I think I forgot, but I think it was like team seeded 7th versus the team seeded 17th or somewhere around there, and then the higher seeded team actually managed to lose. So yeah, I wouldn't write this off for Team Blue. There's still a lot to play for here, given the low SR pool. Gives them the best chance to actually beat our number 1 seed here. But still, you've seen these guys in qualifiers, they absolutely did amazing in there. And also in their match yesterday against Per Happy, which was seed 7 if I'm not correct. Yeah. The previous seeds that I mentioned about the other teams, they were completely wrong, because actually Nothing Ever Happens played against Per Happy, which was seed 7. And it was a very close match. Like, you've seen double FCs coming out from both teams, so yeah. I think also we're getting into bans and picks, so let's see what happens. And let's see what we up to here. We're gonna pick and ban. So if I am not wrong, I think Nothing Ever Happens is gonna be the first ban. And it seems like we're gonna go for that BT2 ban. I think it's interesting. Given I don't know if it's really the case, but looking at qualifiers, they were absolutely insane on BT2 qualifiers. They did get the second best score. I mean, their best score in qualifiers was almost 3 actually. So this TT2 ban, maybe just they're just not feeling it. Maybe that is the case here. They decide to go for that. And let's see, Team Blue, what could they ban here? I was actually looking at the wrong team. Oh, wow. Ingrid Tugs had a really good score and know what to. And a decent score at DT2, so maybe they're more tapping heavy teams. So. As in Team Blue, I think they are gonna go for something more gimmicky with ban. I mean, potentially they did quite well in qualifiers, but I mean, the hidden two in qualifiers is so much more different compared to this. Compared to what we have here in group stage. There we go. It's gonna be the HR1 ban out of Team Blue. Maybe they're just not feeling good on the hot dogs. Which gives quite a lot of opportunities for Team Red to use here. Like, could be a sign that, oh hey, just maybe they're not feeling so comfortable on that hard rock. So gives them a lot of options to pick into, and actually like hidden to start. I mean, I think this is just diabolical to start us off with. So I think we're off right off to a banger right here off of the start. I think he's gonna see some interesting maps here in this match. What is there to say about this hidden tool? Well, if you're not aware, this hidden tool isn't your run-of-the-mill hidden tool where it's just, well, feeding, you know, below AR. I mean, it is gonna be AR 8, but yeah, it is gonna be maybe more on the memorization side and those perfect stacks. Well, the circles are only gonna appear on 4 positions on the screen, so it's really just, yeah, it's gonna be very interesting. Very, very, very unorthodox hidden tool, but I think it's quite a fun pick. So I think it's gonna be very fun to watch for us, the viewers. So let's see how these players fare on hidden tool as we have the good lucks in chat. So we're gonna get started very, very soon here. Let's see. Nothing ever happens versus Angry Tugs is gonna be Potya Nutella and Fentos for Team Red, and Nenners and Ice Stones on Team Blue. Starting us right off. Everyone holding an SS so far. Seems like Team Red is not so much more uncomfortable on this than Team Blue, even though Team Blue picked it. So Team Blue just needs to hold here. Actually, some accuracy is being dropped. And let's see, as we get into the very first KI section very soon, let's see if people manage to hold. People hitting that burst. I've seen a lot of players actually missing on that. And so far, everyone holding. Team Red with a very commanding, like, strong scores, like, edging out Team Blue on the accuracy. And this is what you've seen in their match yesterday. They were also holding onto the double FCs as their opponents were, but just accuracy-wise, they were a little bit always ahead. And it is so close. It is really just who can hit these circles accurately. You can tell it dropping a little bit of accuracy here, dropping down all the way to 98. This is very, very close. Only 20k separating these two teams. And oh my god, Bancho, please don't do this to us. There we go. As we get into the next KI section, everyone is still holding. Question is this gonna be quadruple FC? And no, Fantas actually managing to find the break. We didn't even see it. Didn't even hear it. Nanners also struggling a little bit on these patterns. With Ice Stones and Potja Nutella still holding. And, well, it is gonna be Team Blue. Unfortunately, people picking up misses right at the end. It would have been so insane to just see 4 FCs on this map, like right off the bat, from right at the beginning. And yeah, Team Blue picking Hidden 2 and actually managing to get the point. It was a very, very close map, actually. So I think the seed versus 1, seed versus 20 match is really off to a great start. I think we're in for a very interesting match here. So, unfortunately, that was like the only, like, this was the more gimmicky pick on the pool. What else could they pick into here? Maybe a free mod 2 in the future or a no mod 4. But I mean, it's really hard to pick against this Team Red here. Of course, it's your seed 1. I think they're just gonna be stronger on almost everything consistently. So it's Team Blue is just gonna come down what they have on the team sheets, what maps like they have like very confident double FCs on. And I think that's just gonna be it, hoping that Team Red is just not awake yet. It's maybe too early, even though I think it's in the middle of the day for everyone here that's playing. So they're just gonna hope that Team Red manages to trip up on one of these maps. And no mod 1. No mod 1 is quite a gamble pick usually in tournaments. It is where people find the most random misses. So interesting pick out of Team Red here. But of course, definitely they do have the mechanics here to just take this map. It's just gonna be who is gonna like accidentally slip up and mess on this. But we've seen matches yesterday where, of course, both of the teams, well, everyone in this tournament should be very, at this point, should be very comfortable on 5.9 star maps. And we still seen people trip up on this map, finding 1 or 2 misses. And yeah, it's not even in the TI section, it's just randomly at the slower parts. So it's gonna be interesting to see if these are gonna happen on this match. So let us see. As we have the good lucks headphones in chat, I think we're gonna get started here very soon. But Nutella mentioning right at the end that Shirley SS again. So I'm not 100% sure, but did he actually assess it in the previous match? I mean, actually we've seen another match yesterday that I was commentating on. It was Yao who fully assessed this Nomad 1, so it is one of the maps that is quite easy to assess, since it's more of an aim map, obviously, given it's Nomad 1. So it's gonna be interesting to see. Very early miss coming out of Ice Stones. So that is, well, that is gonna be very unfortunate for them if this is just gonna be like an FC shootout. It's just gonna slightly put them behind Team Red here. It is still just a 20 combo difference. So still in the game, but they need a mistake to come out from Team Red. And Potja Nutella holding the SS. He's feeling this song, he's feeling this map. So I think it's gonna be hard for Team Blue to bring this one back. It's really just all comes down to a miss from Team Red. It's actually gonna be Phantos with a very random miss again. It was like right before the in the middle of the ramp up to this like aim section slash KI section. So a very unfortunate miss. And that is exactly what Team Blue needed. Fortia Nutella is FCing and assessing actually. But that's not gonna be enough if there's just no support from his teammate. And on the other hand, Icestone's like, he missed at the very start, he's recovering very well. And yeah, this so far looks like a break point for Team Blue. Both players on Team Blue are holding very strong here. I've seen people miss quite a lot on this section as they find it a little bit more awkward maybe. But everyone holding really well here. And yeah, Team Red needs a break from Team Blue, and that break needs to happen now as we get into the last quarter of the map. Odia Nutella is still holding the SS, but it's just not enough. Then there's Arctic also has like only a single 100, and he has a very insane score. Icestone's also just a very good score. I think he has just a single miss. And this is just... Icestone's gonna find a miss there right at the end, but it's just not gonna be enough, I think. Like, the score is of course going towards Team Red now, but I don't think there's enough time. That's gonna be it. A break point for Team Blue. Once again, I mean, not once again, but yeah, the lower seeded team stealing a point for Team Red. Not what you would expect to see. And yeah, Phantos is not happy with that one. So yeah, Pochettino with his second SS on this map. That must sting a little. That must sting to see that you SS and you still lost the map. But well, it is a team tournament after all, so Team Blue just edged them out on that. Still very impressive scores from both of the players on Team Blue. Iceland with a great recovery. And yeah, I think, yeah, this is, I mean, to be fair, given the low SR, these are quite gambly picks for anyone to pick here, since all of these players should be able to comfortably see this. It's just gonna come down who has the nerve control, who has the confidence to just, you know, not feel shaky on these maps and not just trip up accidentally on these. Actually, Team Blue going into that DT1 pick, so Team Red was actually good with that DT2 ban. Seems like Team Blue seems confident on this DT. What can there be said about DT1? Well, it's gonna be your high AR aimy map. I kind of don't want to really say that it's really aimy, because personally I don't feel like it's really that much aim heavy on this map. It's really just gonna be that higher AR and then higher BPM comfortability. This map is like a lot of, like, I would say some very small jumps and then quite a bit of bursts. So I think this once again could just very well come down to an SS battle. So it's gonna be interesting to see. So, good luck in chat. Let's get started with DT1 here. Team Blue had its good moments so far, but yeah, I think Team Red needs to find their way back into the game, and I think this is a good opportunity to do that. DT1, I think, as always, any of the teams could take this one, so to get started, KSM dropping quite a lot of accuracy, and on Team Blue, they're quite in sync with the accuracy, around 98 right now. Only Phantos right now with the SS. Maybe he wants to redeem himself for that no mod 1 score. Now him being the highest score in the lobby right now. Actually, I take that back, as Ice Toads is, and I think they're just right next to each other score-wise, very, very close. So it's gonna be Phantos versus Ice Toads. They are the two players with the high accuracies, and then on the lower end, Manners and KSM. KSM lacking quite behind in the accuracy battle right here. And on that burst, Iceland and Phantos kind of finding quite a couple 100s. Phantos coming out ahead, giving this 8,000 lead for Team Rand. Now we get into the second half of the map. Manners is actually going to find a miss, and that is going to be detrimental here for them. That is a very bad time to finding a break right in the middle of the map. That is going to cap your score like close to 500k, and he's going to find another one. Not what you want to see from Team Blue right after they actually like picked this map. So very unfortunate and unlucky 2 misses here for Team Blue. And I think there's just quite literally not enough left of the map here for them to bring it back. They would take like a nuclear bomb to hit the Team Red's house here for them to even bring this back. Even then, I think it would be very, very unlikely, and that's gonna be it. Gonna be the first point for Team Red, and they're right back into this game with a break point. And now following that, it's gonna be actually gonna be their pick again, so right back into the game. Not letting this match slip out of their hands. Let's see what they decide to go with. Actually, quite a funny comment from the match. 5.9 stars so far is ranking scary. You miss and lose, and yeah, that's exactly why. That's the scariest part for these higher seeded teams, because if they do just find a miss, it's really just gives a chance for the low seeded team to really get an upset on this. So even the higher seeded teams need to like lock in here to win these matches. Team Red quite had like quite a one-sided match yesterday, I think, but this time they actually have quite a fight on their hands versus Angry Tugs here. So far they've given us quite a fun and interesting match. Okay, and Team Red going for the Hard Rock 2 pick. I see both teams are going for the second map in the pool of maps that have been banned. I mean, Team Red banned DT2, and then Team Blue went for DT1. It backfired. And then Team Blue banned Hard Rock 1, and now Team Red is picking Hard Rock 2. So hopefully this time it doesn't backfire on the team that's picking the other map. Well, I mean, I think Team Blue banned the Hard Rock for a reason. Maybe they just don't have that Hard Rock comfort right there. And I mean, Hard Rock 2, it is also a super easy map to shit miss on, definitely. With precision being quite an interesting skill set. It's definitely well known for those very random misses. Because this map also comes in with quite a couple very awkward patterns. So you definitely need to have that iron grip on your aim to feel comfortable on this. Still, I think this map is gonna come in at around 5.8-ish something stars with Hard Rock, so of course should be in the comfort zone for all of the players here, so it's everyone's game. We only have one game here, guys, so my bad. And we have the golfs in chat. I think we're gonna get started very, very soon. And good luck to both of the teams. And let's see, is Team Blue gonna trade Team Red back and get another breakpoint? So for Team Red, it's gonna be KSN and Phantos again. And on Team Blue, we're gonna change the roster. Actually, it's gonna be Ice Stones and Frindin. And this map doesn't lays around, actually getting right into these more awkward aim patterns. And Frindin actually struggling to hold that accuracy, dropping like a whole 9% there, which is gonna drop him all the way down to 91% accuracy, giving quite an early lead here for Team Blue. And I mean, KSM looks very comfortable on this, given the accuracy. Phantos also very close by, holding a very good score. And actually it's gonna be Frindin and Ice Stones both finding the misses. It's actually gonna be like on this more slower part with the bursts. If I'm not wrong, I think they both just missed on one of the bursts. I don't know if that's like tapping too fast, tapping too slow. This map is only 170 BPM, so it shouldn't be that difficult for any of the players, for these players to tap. Damn, I'm out of the lobby and this even twice in a row. I've been Nutella, you SS the map, you did your job. I mean, I don't know. Maybe the bad vibes, maybe your aura is lacking today. I don't know. But yeah, so far so good for Team Red actually, as we get into this last third, almost last quarter of the map here. Both players on Team Red are holding. And I think it's just a done deal, as we've seen earlier said in chat, it's one miss and you are done on the map. Actually, Frindin finding a miss again isn't traded by KSN, but it's just, the game is done. The damage has been done. It's gonna be Team Red taking this win, and it's actually one of the first picks that has been like won with like a huge lead. I think this is the first time we see a lead bigger than like 200,000. And I think Team Red struck the nail right on the head with this pick. This gives them quite a lot of option. I would quite feel like they could really go for the remaining Fremont picks to abuse here against Team Blue. I think that would be like quite a couple good picks for them, and that would secure them the tiebreaker, which I think the higher seeded team is always going to be favored on the tiebreaker, especially since that map is higher SR by default anyways. So yeah, Team Blue, no matter the cost, they really want to avoid going to the tiebreaker, so they do really need 3 good picks here. And honestly, what could they go for here? They could go for Noma 3 for sure. I think that's like, could be a good pick for them. Earlier I was saying maybe Fremont 2 would be a good pick for them as well, but seeing the precision, they kind of lacking on the precision department, so the Hard Rock player would struggle quite a bit on the Fremont 2. So it is. We kind of only have the normal pool left. I'm not sure how they feel about Hidden 1. Hidden 1 is, well, I think well known amongst the players that it is maybe the hardest map in the pool. And yeah, it might be one or two pools earlier than it should be. So I don't think they're gonna go to that. I think that's just gonna automatically give an advantage to the higher seeded team. And actually a 3-1 pick. I quite would have never expected this coming out of Team Blue here. This is a pick that really surprises me. As I was mentioning earlier, I think this is a better pick for Team Red overall. But, well, this 3-1 is also an interesting pick. It's gonna be your more ulti, more flowy map. And yeah, I think your hiddens are gonna be favored on this, the hidden players. So those are the players that you wanna see seeing this, and then the harder players are just gonna be duking it out, seeing out who can find the least amount of shit misses. Yeah. Just so you can see the lineups here. Actually, on Team Red, we're gonna see the same lineup as on Hard Rock 2, which I think makes sense. ITS and Phantos. Never mind, I take that back. Phantos was assassinated, and his position was taken by Nutella, who's gonna make a comeback here into the match after complaining that maybe he is the problem on his team, but he's here to prove it that he is not the problem. He is here to help his team and get this win. And on Team Blue, we're gonna have the Manners and Ice Stones. So good luck, have fun in the chat, and yeah, good luck to both of the teams on this map. I think they're gonna need it. I'm actually quite surprised that and you see on stream that okay, apparently KSN is lag spiking, which is crazy work. Crazy work in Osu. And actually it's gonna be Icedale with the hit and hard rock, which I mean, okay, does he can he just comfortably FC this? Like, is he just the GOAT? Is he him? Is he gonna do it? And Team Red just going for the safer picks here, actually just both players only picking a single mod. And yeah, I am quite interested to see how this goes. It's actually going to be KSN finding the very first break on the hard rock. That's quite expected to see on the hard rock players. I'm just surprised seeing Icestones being so comfortable in this. Maybe Hidden is the answer. Maybe that's how you play this map with hard rock. You just put on Hidden. He looks very comfortable here. Actually, his accuracy is slowly increasing. And I mean, as I was saying, I was going to say that these Premon maps are way favored for Team Red, I think. But if people just practice this map and they just feel really good on it, and you can see it. Both players still FC, still holding. I mean, with the hidden hard rock FC as well. As we get into a slower section where a lot of players could trip up, Nanners is gonna miss trade by KSN. So it's only gonna be the hidden hard rock FC against the hidden FC of Nutella, and Ice Stones is gonna find a break right there at the end of that section. In this lower part, yeah, this lower part is very tedious. It's where a lot of players get caught off guard, and then instantly speed up into this next PI section is gonna be diabolical for these players, and it's actually gonna be Nutella, who was saying that he is maybe the problem, but he is not the problem this time. He is the solution. So yeah, he is gonna bring it back for his team here. And is actually gonna be the difference maker in this match. The only one holding an FC here. And I mean, The balls on Team Blue, though, I mean, we gotta give it to them. They really tried here, especially Ice Stones. A 500k with Hidden Hard Rock is not a bad score. They went for that risky play and they just couldn't get it, unfortunately. So it's gonna be Team Red's win with that FC from Fortune Nutella. And very good recovery from PSN coming in towards the end. And yeah, that's gonna be a break point for Team Red. And well, yeah, Team Blue needs quite a couple more breakpoints, and it's actually gonna be a full FC for Nutella. I just saw that he has fully assessed this map, which is yep. As I said, that's what I expected for Team Red here on these Fremont picks. I think they're just gonna be like by default being the higher city team, more comfortable on these, using the mods on these map. And I also wanted to say that I'm surprised that a lot of people have been saying how Hidden One is more difficult than the rest of the pool. I would have thought that a lot of people were gonna say that this Fremont one is the more difficult pick of the pool. So, Team Red going instantly to the number 3 pick, and this is the map that I was predicting that Team Blue is gonna do well on. I guess we're just picking maps for each other now. I think Team Blue could really uh, do well on this map given their performance in the match. So I'm surprised to see Team Red pick here. I think a Nomad 2, maybe a Nomad 4 would have been I think maybe better for them, but who knows. Once again, I'm not sure what these teams have on their team sheets. My bad. I'm not aware what they have there, what their scores have in their back pocket. So, you know, this could be anyone's spin. All the Robo, why would I call them? I mean, you can also call him. Feel free to send him the link to the stream. Yeah, I'm quite happy that a lot of people like this map. It was quite a how can I say it, a random diamond found in the middle of the desert in the sea of maps. I think actually the tone of the players has been quite positive towards this Nomad 3, so I'm quite interested to see this. So Team Red we have Nutella and Phantos, and for Team Blue we have Ice Stones and Frindon. So yeah, Phantos got this in the bag. Okay, Miss Small Cats. Let's see. I hope you didn't just curse him right here. Maybe he just will stop playing after you said that. But who knows? Let's see as we get into this map. Good luck to both of the teams here. And we also skipped the intro, so get right into it. As Nomad 3s goes, this map is more on the, I would say it's quite a balanced like alt map. It has a lot of these snap alt patterns and a little bit of these like more flowy aim control patterns, so there's just quite a good Nomad 3 skill check for all of these players. It's actually going to be finding the very first miss and then followed up quite a bit later by Phantos. Finding that miss. Let's hope that was the only one coming out from him after the curse. And that, I think the advantage is currently in Team Blue's hands, since Fryman found that break very early into the map, and then Phantos is just broke later, so the combo advantage is on Team Blue's side. by like 100, if I'm not wrong. So now it's just gonna come down to who can hold out for longer in between those two guys, and also the last two FCs left in the lobby. Let's see what they can do as we get into this more like reading part of the map, I guess you could say, with these like stacked circles, doubles. So also the slower part can be a little bit very awkward. I think a lot of players could accidentally find a miss here. Everyone is holding really strong here. Poche Nutella, a very good score here. And then followed up by Ice Stones, and I think this is the last key section. This is where it will get decided, and it's actually going to be Fentos finding another break there as we speed things up here. And Bancho, please let us watch. Thank you very much. But Ice Stones finding a break right at the end. Is there enough time? Is that enough? Finding, so there's no more FCs left for Team Blue. Is there enough map left? Do they have enough time to bring this map 10k, 5k, and it's actually gonna go over? No way. No way. Well, again, I guess Poche Nutella clutching up for his team in the last second. He was the only one who survived at the very end. That is so unfortunate. That was so close for Team Blue to just once again steal a point from Team Red. And wow, well, this even if the score doesn't reflect it, this has been a super close match so far, like except on Hard Rock 2. And yeah, that was the only map there was like a big difference in between the teams. And maybe Fremont won because, I mean, Team Blue maybe got lost in the sauce a little bit by going with the double Mons. Yeah, that's gonna put Team Red in a very good position, but I mean, this is Team Blue's pick coming right up here, and it is gonna be Nomad too. This might be actually their very last pick in this match right now. And well, let's see, they have Nomad 2, and after this, either Nomad 4 or Fremont 2 left, and well, I think it's an uphill battle. I mean, it's always gonna be an uphill battle against the Seed 1 team here, and I mean, at the start of the match, they were doing such a good job. I mean, overall in the match, they were like doing really well, even being the Seed 20th team in this division. Because actually, when we were making the groups, I was so surprised to see that it was Seed 1 and Seed 20 was put into the same group, and then also for the lower division, the Seed 21st team was put in the same group with Seed 40. So, yeah, quite interesting to see that. But Team Blue, I think, I mean, qualifiers, they done their job, even if they are going to be the last team in the group, which, I mean, I don't think it's going to happen. Looking at this performance, I think they do have a chance to get at least 4th place in the group. And, I mean, even if they get 5th place, as I was saying, they are still going to be making it to the bracket stage, so they're not really fighting for survival here, so I'll just good vibes and chilling. But here we go, and we're actually gonna get into free Nomad 2 right away after a quick panic button. And what is there to say about this Nomad 2? It is actually gonna be a very short map, only coming in at 2 minutes. But I mean, density-wise, I think it's gonna be quite fine even for 2 minutes. It's just gonna be actually just a full-on low aim check for the players. The tapping shouldn't be a difficulty at 175 BPM for any of the players here. So it's just really gonna come down to this very calm, low aim. This map actually has been nerfed the most by the recent rework. It used to be 5.8-ish something stars. Now it's only 5.6. Yeah. Everyone, oh, never mind. Almost having a break right in the end there. Oh my god. Right at the very end of that stream as well. I was gonna say how everyone is holding in a seat, but man, there's had like quite a bit of accuracy drop there. One of the streams, and Santos is not happy at all. We've seen his cursor move around in anger, and as I said, the map is super short, so if Team Brew doesn't find the break here, it's gonna be very bad. As you get into this very final KS section where it's just gonna be these longer streams again. That everyone is holding so far. It's really all eyes on Team Blue if they find anything to miss on, and again, so unfortunate for Nutella once again holding that SS and losing the map. It's gonna be a double break right on the very final stream for Team Blue, but the damage is done. They are gonna take the point, and just to rub salt on the wound, he is also gonna lose the SS right at the very end. So yeah, this is just very, very painful for Team Red here. They were so close. They were so close. But I mean, Team Blue picked it. This was Team Blue's pick. So yeah, now it's gonna come down to Team Red to finish out the match. They're in the best position to do so. So let's see what they actually decide to go with. Oh, actually, I forgot about Hidden One. I think everyone who is playing this pool forgets about Hidden One. I don't think anyone wants to pick Hidden One. So, anyways, let's see what Team Red goes for. I think Hidden One would be a good pick. But I think it would make a lot of sense if they do go for Fremont too. I think that would slightly edge out Team Blue with on Hard Rock. I'm pretty sure. On Hidden though, after seeing Hidden too, I think the Team Blue wouldn't struggle on the hidden part of that map. Maybe that's why Team Red is also wary of picking Hidden One here, because Team Blue has been playing very well on the hidden so far. And there we go, I should go for the Fremont too, as I was predicting. I think, yeah, that pick makes a lot of sense. And I guess while we're here, I might as well make my due diligence and promote this map a bit. This is actually the first custom map made by Nomu for this tournament. So huge shout out to them for now. So Team Up 2, it's gonna be your very old style of map, inspired by those quite a lot, and yeah, it's gonna be more linear aim, and then of course there's two very long streams here where people tend to lose accuracy on. Yeah, this drum part that you hear right now of the song, this is where you're gonna see a very long stream. And I see quite a lot of people have PTSD from this map, I see, from Geometry Dash. Interesting. And here we go. Team Red fighting, close out this match. And Team Blue fighting for survival. I've never played Geometry Dash. Oh, Small Cats, well, maybe you could do it on one stream once. I mean, Geometry Dash is being super popular inside of the Ozu community right now, and the other way around as well. Just saying. Surely I don't full 50 on the stream. Well, that is the name of the game here. I think most of the players should be comfortable, and like the aim part is just gonna be that 2 long streams. That is gonna be quite a challenge for the players. And let's go as we get into these maps here. You can see these very linear patterns. Those more square jump here. As we get off to great start for both teams here. Nobody finding a very early miss, which was quite a trend in the previous picks. Gonna be Team Blue actually coming out in front at the moment, thanks to Icestone's crazy accuracy. So let's see how the players fare on this. I think the very first stream is gonna come up here. Who is gonna hit it? Who's gonna get full 100s? It's actually gonna be Benner's getting a lot of 100s there, but actually holding the combo. And it's gonna be Nutella who actually, it's not that he finds the 50s, he's gonna find the miss on that burst. And I think that's not what he wanted. I think that's quite what he wanted to avoid there. He might have cursed himself in the chat. He was asking for no 50s, and I mean, he didn't get any 50s. He got a miss. And that is gonna put Team Blue in the advantage position here. Are we gonna see a tiebreaker? Is the question. Team Blue is in a very good position to do so, but this section here could really trip people up, and it's actually gonna be Nutella again. Not who you expect to miss on this map. He's been such a solid player in all of the picks before, and you would have been the last person you would have expected to see break here. And yeah, the only thing that could stop Team Blue right now is an armed robber. But even then, I think he would just look at these scores and be like, okay, pause, let them finish this map, and then I'll rob them after tiebreaker. And Manners is gonna find a break there at the very end, but I think it's actually gonna be a done deal here. A huge job from the Team Blue players. Okay, Manners, lock in. Oh my god, he was struggling there at the end. So, oh my god. We have a tiebreaker, guys. We have a tiebreaker. So I don't think this was anyone's guess when they saw that Seed 1 is gonna be when you were seeing Seed 1 versus Seed 20, I don't think anyone expected that. When they saw this, I'm actually gonna do an app everyone thing. How do you even ping everyone?
Hello. Oh, this is my favorite song. I like dubstep.
So let's give a chance for everyone from also the server to join in on this tiebreaker. And I mean, obviously, looking at this at face value, I think Team Red is gonna be in a good position to take this map, given they are the highest seeded team, maybe being better on this higher SR. So yeah, I think we're in for quite a banger here. I guess I'm gonna do my due diligence and once again flex this map. This map was custom tiebreaker done for Scruppy Cup 2, which if people don't know here was also a tournament that I hosted. So yeah, this is quite a banger of a map. I hope the players and the viewers are gonna enjoy this. And tiebreaker, guys, let's go. Team Red gonna put in KSN and Fentos. I think Nutella not feeling too good after that free mod 2 is actually gonna let his teammates play this one, and on Team Blue it's gonna be Ice Stones, and then there's the dynamic duo. I think those were the two players that you've seen the most for Team Blue. I'm not sure if... Oh wow. Actually, let me get an MP link for you guys in chat. And yeah, it's gonna be a very early break actually, and another one coming out of from KSN. Not what you would want to see coming out of Team Red, but this is obviously a 5-minute map, so there's quite a lot to play for. And hello, KSN, can you lock in? Hello? He's actually finding quite a lot of misses here. He needs to come back here. But actually, I wasn't seeing on the other side of the screen. It's actually Ice Stones also found a break somewhere along the way, so it is still quite close. And KSN actually also missing on that slider stream. Now the question is, did any of the teams actually practice this tiebreaker? I mean, maybe that's what's giving the advantage, or could give the advantage to anyone here. And Ice Stone's gonna find a break right there at the very end of this section as we go into this like small chill section, and that is like the worst time to find a break, as you cannot collect this free combo here. It's gonna, I think, give the advantage right back to Team Red here. And yeah, the players collecting the free combo here, which sadly Ice Stones is missing out on. And we're gonna be very soon going into the next KI section here. Or actually, I take that back. It's still gonna be a chill part. My bad. I forgot how this map works. So we're still building up combos here for the players as we're gonna get into the next KI section. Nanners, the last FC left for Team 2, is gonna find a break right at the end. I mean, you could see his cursor. He's shaking so much right now, and unfortunately, he did find a miss there, and that could be a done deal here. All eyes on Phantos right now. If he's actually gonna hold, he's gonna hit the slider stream, and he seems very comfortable on these longer sliders here. KSM with a huge recovery after that disastrous start to this map. And yeah, both players on Team Red are holding very strong right now. So what is there for Team Blue to do here? They just have to hold, and they just have to pray that Phantos finds a break somewhere. That is their only way back into this map. But yeah, both players on Team Red doing a tremendous work right now, as that gap is gonna grow and grow, and then there's finding another break again. Oh, you really didn't want to see that. So that is gonna be quite terrible for Team Blue here as we get into this last quarter of that, and followed up by a miss on Ice Stones. There's just nothing left on Team Blue, and I think there's just nothing. I think there's just no chance for Team Blue here. I mean, that armed robber, I think he just started robbing them. I think he was like, okay guys, I think it's time to start packing. And as the lead is growing towards 500k, quite a tremendous work and score coming out of Phantos here. And yeah, Team Blue just looks like they just, maybe it's the nerves, maybe it's that they haven't really practiced the tiebreaker. I mean, their game, I mean, who would expect to play a tiebreaker, especially against Seed 1? I don't think they were expecting to get this far into the match, but huge props to Team Blue for actually forcing out a tiebreaker out of the Seed 1 team here. And unfortunately, Phantos is actually gonna pick up a miss right at the very end, but the score is there, the damage is done. A 700k, an almost 900k is that's gonna do it for you. And so it's gonna be Team Red coming out on top at the end. And I mean on the bright side for Team Blue, they actually only like conceded a single like point in the group stage, like point difference. So I think they could still definitely play for a higher position in the group. After this one, I think they did quite a tremendous work in this match, and I mean, taking the number 1 team to 5-4 is huge work. So yeah, congratulations to them, and there is still a lot to play for in this group, so good luck to them. But let me not gap too much about the losing team. These are your winners. Nothing ever happens. Your seed 1 featuring KSN, Phantos, Potinatel, and Evil Scene. We actually, I think we haven't seen Evil Scene. Maybe Bro is on vacation. It's like, my team's got this, so yeah. Yeah, so GG's to them. They're actually gonna continue, or actually start their winning streak, I guess here. This is gonna be their second win in the group, putting them at the very top here, so very nice work from them. But yeah, we still have quite a lot of group stage matches later today, so keep an eye out for that. We'll try to stream as many as possible for you to watch and enjoy it. And yeah, I think there's nothing much to say. GG's to both of the teams. Thank you so much to everyone for watching, and see you guys later on another stream. Bye bye.